Alright guys, what's up? Today we are going to talk about a very crucial subject. Okay, so most people start getting into fitness or even been in fitness for a long time, and when you're in a period where you're trying to gain muscle, you tend to gain a lot of strength, or maybe even you're just working on your strength. But through this time, you are hitting new numbers, you're hitting PRs, it's feeling good, you know, you were weak before and then all of a sudden you're strong. And then you start looking at yourself in the mirror and saying like, yeah, you know, going in the gym, hitting new numbers is great, but I'm noticing I have a little bit of fat on my body. And that is very discouraging. So you want to, go through a fat loss phase or cutting phase and, lose a little bit of that unwanted fat so you can look good. So you want to look good and, be strong, be big. But when you go through that fat loss phase, you tend to lose a little bit of strength, and that tends to be very frustrating. Why am I not benching, squatting, deadlifting, overhead pressing, etc. the amount that I was before when, I was doing really good, I felt really good about my numbers? What happened? So today, we're gonna go over some tips and some things you can utilize when trying to maintain your strength during a cut. Alright, so this doesn't happen to everybody. If you're relatively new to the gym, sometimes during the fat loss phase, you can still gain some strength because, you have a lot of room to grow. But if you've been, hitting some new PRs over and over again, and you've been hitting that point where it's almost hard to hit new numbers, then when you go through a fat loss phase, and you start losing weight, you're gonna, start dropping in the amount of weight you push or pull in the gym. And that sucks, but it is something that happens. Let me tell you why. First, you are literally taking some of the weight out of the resistance, when you're training. So when you're doing resistance training, the weight that is used to pull or push, you are literally dropping. Okay, and then another thing is you are taking energy away from your body. Okay, when you're in a caloric deficit, when you are going through a period of weight loss, you are taking energy out of your body, taking fat out of your body in order to get that good look that you want. So those are the two main reasons why you're gonna start seeing some really drastic drops in your overall strength in the gym. But let me tell you some ways on how to really minimize the strength loss over that period of time. All right, number one, don't go too deep into a deficit. Don't go diving into a diet and stripping yourself of all these calories, because calories is energy. So if you take a lot of energy away from yourself, you are gonna start dropping in energy in the gym, okay? So that's something that you don't really wanna do. You wanna take it nice and slow. You really prioritize, what are you really looking for in the gym? Are you looking to be stronger? Or are you looking to, be really shredded? Because if you really think about it and you're like, oh, you know what, I just like to lift and I like to hit new numbers, then maybe your main priority would be to lose a little bit of fat and keep your numbers higher, which means you don't need to go that steep into a diet. And if it's to lose a lot of weight and get nasty shredded, just realize that you are going to lose more strength over that period of the diet. All right, same thing goes with cardio. This is number two, okay? Cardio is going to take calories away from your overall caloric intake and expenditure, correct? So you want to limit the amount of cardio you do, if you even do cardio. And if you do cardio, then you want to do your cardio after your resistance training or even separate from your resistance training. If you can keep your cardio separate from your resistance training, you're going to get more out of your resistance training. If you have to do it in the time frame that you are doing resistance training, then think about it and do it after, because if you do cardio beforehand, no matter what kind of cardio you do, whether it's light intensity steady state or if you do HIIT training, you're going to be really, really tired after, and then you're going to go and do your resistance training and you're not going to get as much out of it. Number three, start implementing more strength training. If you are a strength trainer already, then this is going to be very normal to you, but if you're somebody who's trying to just improve their physique, then you're probably focusing on hypertrophy training. If you're not, then if you're going through a period of bulk or muscle, trying to gain muscle, then start thinking about doing more hypertrophy training. If you are strictly doing hypertrophy training, during the time when you're trying to go through a period of diet or, anything of that nature, maybe not even being in a caloric surplus, then you might want to think about implementing more strength training rather than all the hypertrophy training, because that's going to keep your strength higher for when the next time you do go on a caloric surplus and you're trying to gain muscle, then you're going to still have that strength in order to push that weight in order to break down and repair your muscle fibers. Remember, when you're doing strength training, keep your rep count relatively low. Anywhere from 3 to 8 reps is a pretty good number. It's different for some people and for some exercises, but for you that are new to strength training, 3 to 8 is pretty good. Keep your intensity high and keep your weight high. All right, so my last tip is calorie cycling. Okay, so this is really easy to implement. It is easy to implement. So let's say, I'm eating 2,000 calories a day. Let's just keep the numbers, let's say 3,000. I'm eating 3,000 calories a day over a period of 7 days a week in order to lose a little bit of weight. That means I'm eating 21,000 calories throughout the week. Now you take that 21,000 and you split it up however you need to. You eat lower calories on like rest days or arm day, or maybe you're doing just shoulders, in order to keep the calories in line with the intensity of the training. Okay, so you would eat more calories on leg day or a day where you're doing deadlifts. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some more calories on the high intensity days that are gonna take more energy, and then lower calories on the days that's gonna take less energy. Okay, so what that's gonna do for you is gonna give you more energy on the days that you're gonna use more energy, and you're gonna be able to maintain more strength doing that. Guys, you're gonna lose strength. It's just gonna happen. It's very rare that you don't lose strength. There are plans that people can go by, very strict plans, but if you're not really meticulous with it, then you're gonna lose a lot of strength. You're gonna lose quite a bit of strength. It all depends on how much body weight you're trying to lose. If you're, if someone just going to lose 5 pounds, they're not gonna lose as much strength as someone who's trying to lose 35 pounds or somewhere around that range. Just think about that. It's just physics. You got weight pulling on an object or pushing on an object, and if you have less weight pulling or pushing on an object, then it's not going to be as strong. So just come to realization that no matter what you do, most likely you are going to lose a little bit of strength. But if you try and implement all of these tips that I have given you today, you should be able to maintain as much strength as you can, so the next go around you come back stronger and you get higher PRs, you hit better numbers. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I am happy to answer them. I appreciate you guys watching. Love you. Bye.